How you doing? My name's Mike. Call sign Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Ham fun with KO4PDI. That's me. All right, today we are going to discuss a couple of interesting little tidbits that you might not know about. Have you ever tried to download SSTV from a satellite? I'm going to show you how to do it on an Icom-9700. There is a satellite called Orbicraft-Zorky. It's Orbicraft-Zorkiy. I know that makes no sense to you, but hey, let's show you what the web page looks like. Right now we're looking at my radio and me, and on the left you can see it says SSTV transmissions from Orbicraft Zorky, May 7th through 13th of 2023. So if you know how to download slow scan TV images, let me just show you a couple. Back in 2021, between Christmas and New Year's, the ISS was sharing SSTV images. They had 12 images altogether that they were downloading, and here's one of them. This is one of the images that I decoded and then printed out. So that's one, NA1SS and RSOISS. That's the Russian call sign. All right, and then this is another one celebrating Lunar Expedition 66 ISS crew. They sent these down via radio, and I recorded that, and then I used a decoder to decode the images. So today we're going to just talk about how to record it, not decode the images. That's for another time. Maybe I'll put a link to maybe Josh or Jason who have posted videos on decoding the SSTV. But the most important thing is to get it recorded. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So first things first, you have to know where to find this satellite. The good news is it's just a downlink of 437.850. That's their downlink. That's all you need. You don't need to transmit. You don't need to have a PL tone or anything like that. It's just downlink. They send it down. Information on the actual satellite. This is the satellite that was launched by the Russians in March of 2022. Here you can see where you can look at the website. Here's the website that describes, if we click on this link right here, it should take us to a website talking about this exact satellite. There it is. Orbicraft Zorky, or Kiai, I don't know. March 22nd, 2021. Actually, 2021 it was launched on March 22nd. And that's the code, that's the logo for it. That's what it looks like. That's what the satellite actually looks like. It's not that big, but that's what it looks like. Here's a closer up image of it. And this describes everything this satellite's going to do. The most important thing is we want to record it. So I'm going to go over to my SAT program here. And here's all the satellites making passes. I'm just going to reset this, refresh it. And if you scroll down, here it is, Orbicraft Zork, they call it. It's going to be a 36-degree pass at 12:11 today. So I click on that, and it will load the information into my radio. Now, if you notice, my radio is on 437.841. That's going to adjust for Doppler. As the satellite rises over here, this will adjust for Doppler. Now, you want to record it, right? And you want to get every pass of this particular satellite. What you can do is, instead of having to be at your radio, the nice thing about the SAT box is it will control this specifically for this satellite. All I got to do is on the bottom, on the left over here, hit continuous. It won't go to any other satellite. It won't look at every time this satellite passes over. It will track it with my rotor, and with my radio. All right, so that's how you set up the sat box. You pick the satellite, make sure you click enable over here. Like if you notice that was red, now it's green, which means now it's enabled. So now if you look at my radio, now in this image you can see below me the radio, and you see that it's just basically on the B band. That's the receive. The sat box, you can set it up so that the A band is always your transmit, the B band is always your receive, and it'll swap the bands, whatever you need to transmit and receive on the particular satellite you're on. How do you tell the radio to record the signal from this satellite when it comes over? Yes, the sat box will adjust the frequencies and it will point the rotor, but it's not going to turn the record on and off when the satellite starts transmitting. So let me show you how we do that. You go over here to the menu, you hit set. Oh wait, we don't want that. We want menu record. And you click record start. But before you hit record start, you go to record set and you set your receive condition squelch audio. What that does is when I turn up the squelch, it won't record until something breaks the squelch. So now that we're in that position, squelch audio, now we're all set. We go back, we can hit record start. Now it says record started, right? But notice there's no red dots next to this. I have the squelch turned up. If I turn the volume up so you can hear this when it happens. As I turn down the squelch, now you see the red dot. It started to record. If I turn up the squelch, the record will go out. And it will only record when something breaks the squelch. Got that? Okay. Next, you don't need to have the volume up because it doesn't matter what it sounds like to you. When that recording starts, you will hear similar to what a fax machine sounds like when it starts transmitting that. And it'll start recording it. Now, will it record it right from the beginning or right at the start? No. What happens is, as the satellite's going around the Earth, it transmits an image. Maybe it takes 5 minutes to transmit that entire image. Maybe it doesn't. 5 minutes, it might take this. So the pass is going to be maybe 10 minutes. Well, maybe when you first hear it, it's going to be in the middle of an image, right? And as it continues going, it'll stop. And it could be right overhead and it's not transmitting. And then all of a sudden it starts transmitting. It's clear as a bell. And that's when you record it. That's why I didn't get all 12 images from the ISS. I only got like 2 or 3. I think I got 4. These are 2 of them. I got 4 of them and then decoded them and printed them out on my printer. These are unique situations. This satellite is only going to be transmitting images, slow scan TV, from the 7th to the 13th of May. So if you want to record them, this is when you have to do it, between the 7th and the 13th of May for this particular satellite. And once you get them all recorded, there are apps you can download on Android or iPhone that will, all you do is you play back what you recorded and the app will hear it and decode the image. That's how I did these. That's how these got done. So the most important thing, make sure that you're on the radio. Watch the radio. Let's see. I'm going to change this a little bit, make it easier for you. I'm just going to put the radio on the screen and nothing else. Let me just adjust this and make this full screen. All right, that's good. Lock that. Let's switch to that image now. All right, so now you see the radio. Over here, you go to record. You hit record. I'm going to hit record stop for now. All right, so to start all over, here's where we are. We go to menu, record. We tell it record start, but before they do that, we go to record set, receive recording condition, squelch audio. Have that. Do not have it on always, otherwise it'll just constantly record. have it on squelch audio. All right. Then hit record start. It says record is started, but if you look at the screen, nothing's being recorded. Why? Because I adjusted the squelch over here. If you watch on FM data, look at that little white line. If I turn it down here, there's the audio, and it starts recording. As I turn it up, the recording stops. Now, if you're not familiar with how to play a recording on an Icom-9700, we'll hit record, and we'll hit stop. It stopped. Now we hit play files. Here's today's date. It's 2023. It's May 7th. And we hit that. Here's the files I just recorded when I was adjusting the squelch. And you hit that, and you could tell it play. And that's it playing that. It was only 8 seconds, but if I hit play again, there you go. Now, if you had a recording on here, if you actually had a slow scan TV image on here, what you could do is just play that for a phone or an Android phone or an iPhone that has a decoding program, and put the phone in front of the speaker, and as it plays that data, the phone will decode the image. Great idea, right? All right, I just thought I'd give you that little tidbit. I hope that helps you out. This satellite from the 7th to the 13th will be doing this. There are many, many more videos on YouTube that you can watch to learn more about this. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will get back to them as soon as I can. All right, this is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, wishing you all a wonderful weekend. I hope you're all good. Take care. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India 73.